Hey guys, so I'm finishing off the last of, I don't even know what section this is anymore. It's supposed to be day 11. I'm so behind, and my hand is seizing up. I've been having to stretch it out because I'm getting carpal tunnel from all the drawing I've been doing. That's okay. Shit happens. You just stretch it out and keep going. Motor. Anyway. So I just wanted to finish up this with a couple more of the sketches from this section, and then my next section I'm going to work on anatomy. So I'll be drawing a lot of hands and feet and torsos and body stuff. So I might skip ahead and do a little demo of what I mean. I'm going to be drawing phalanges for you. Now, one of the really cool things about hands is you have an extra, hopefully, that you can visually look at your hands, and you've got live reference right in front of you, and you can usually get it in the angles and stuff that you need for shortening. Which is really cool. So you can kind of do things. Sometimes it's a little bit awkward, or you can have a friend do hand poses for you. Super easy. I have no idea what the fuck that drill is. It's kind of ominous. I feel like I'm gonna fall out of my goddamn office or something ridiculous. Anyways, we'll do the intro page right here because hands. A lot of people and a lot of artists we'll just say a lot of artists because a lot of people don't draw hands. A lot of artists have problems with hands, and I think it's just because there's so many forms and it's hard to break them down, and I see a lot of bad hand drawings, but when drawing the hands, it is hard, and it's one of the hardest things, next to friggin' perspective and next to drawing feet, and I'll do a section on feet. So as well, when you're drawing the hands, remember there's three major shapes to the hand. There's the palm, the fingers, and the thumb. Okay, I'll run some lines. My pinky is really low. Anyway. And then you do the wrist. I had this one anatomy, actually he wasn't my anatomy teacher, he was my teacher for comic book layout when I was in illustration, and he used to call this area in here the magic half inch. What this is there's a bunch of tiny bones, and this is the arm at the end of the forearm where it meets the hand, and he called that the magic half inch, and that's how you can rock your hand back and forth and move and do all kinds of stuff. I do not know what that sound is. That's really scary for me. So I'm gonna fall into my office. Anyways, so when you're drawing, if you can just remember to get the basic block shape down of the hand. So I'm drawing a fist. My camera focused on my fist. Anyways, so when you're trying to draw it from the angle that you guys are seeing it, so it's a little awkward. So these two knuckles are usually at the same level. When you punch, you usually hit with these two knuckles. A little bit of fighting advice because everything else slopes down from there. Anyways, so we just do that, put my ring in. My ring is awesome. Let's do that. Thumb. There we go. So you really don't see the bottom portion there. That is crunched in there. Yeah. Okay, so oh god, what have I done? What have I drawn? Oh no, there's a thumbnail. There we go. that up. Side angle here. Let's see, there we go. Anyway, so yeah, like, and that's like carved into the page. As a fist drawing, so like to draw, I'm using my hand as reference so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So when I'm doing this, I'm usually trying to get this shape in here, right? So the major palm shape, and then I run, like, I try and group the fingers and then do whatever the thumb is doing. So always remember the thumb only has 2 joints. Like, a lot of times, people forget to add the 1 joint of the thumb. Sorry, I gotta turn that hand a bit. And the other problem is, like, they add too many joints to the thumb. So just remember, thumb is only 2 joints. Probably see that. So then we go little stick figures for hands, and if you can remember, like, this guy will be a little longer, and this guy, pinky kind of does its own thing. It just kind of sticks out. These 2 fingers generally are doing the same thing. They kind of stick together, and then the pinky, this is actually contradictory to the last video I did on hands, but yeah, the pinky, he either follows these 2 or he's off doing his own freaking thing, being like, nope, I'm going to be different today. So yeah, and then just make sure that your slope is going down like so. Maybe you'll go just do that. So now, instead of using reference, let's just draw a hand. Can I get this focused a little bit more? There we go. Perfect. Alright, so if you can remember, like, specific shapes, so the thumb has its own shape and its own wedge, and it does its own little thing, and then the massive palm part of your hand, that'll be kind of a major shape, and then you can kind of shape, like, group the fingers together depending on what they're doing. Middle finger is the longest of all the fingers, unless you have some weird fingers, but that is okay if you do. So like, boop boop. And we go toot 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 toot. Yeah, each finger has the 2 joints, or sorry, not 2 joints, the 3 joints. So there's like the tip, the middle, and the base, and each one slightly tapers, like gets slightly smaller. You can do like big blocky hands as well. It's a stylistic thing how you draw your hands, but usually fingers taper. That's just a general rule. Anyway, let's do another fist. So we are actually going to draw it from another angle, sorry. We barely see the thumb and the thumb base. Holy crap! Yeah, so there you go. Basic basic tutorial on how to draw hands. Hopefully it helps a little bit. I know it's not the best tutorial there is out there. There are a lot better ones, but this is just how I generally think about what I'm thinking about when I'm drawing hands. If you have any questions or suggestions for videos, please leave it in the comments below. Have a great day.